Hey guys, so if anyone's ever wondered what a day in the life of Remi looks like, I thought I'd whip together a little vlog and show you start to finish a day in my life, which is Friday, but which a Friday is a little bit slower than a normal day. Busiest day is Monday, and then obviously I'm at the shop Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then so those days are fairly busy. But I thought Friday would be a good day, mainly because I'm doing a few different things. I'm doing a bit of work, then I've got a bit of stuff to do around the yard, and then I've got to go to the shop and do postage and stuff. So it gives you guys a little bit of an idea of what I get up to on a daily basis. So yeah, sit back, grab a beer, and let's get into it. In my warehouse now. I'm gonna go down and turn on these other lights. Just for whatever reason we split them in half. But yeah, this is my warehouse. Shit going on everywhere. Some VO. Can't really see it. Hold up, flip everything around. Yeah, the VO's like fully tucked away. Literally built it in. This is a roll it off of this end of the warehouse, and yeah, you'd have to disassemble all these shelves, those shelves, and those shelves to get that out. She's fully committed to being in here. I don't know, it's light enough that you'll be able to see in there, but yeah, there's a bit of stuff going on in there. VZ dash, it's got VX clubby seats. It's got the console and stuff in there. Gauges. I started doing VZ mirrors on it. It's got the cowl. It currently has an AMG motor in it, but yeah, that's coming out. Here, more of the warehouse, and then basically, so that used to be the entry door. Flipped it around the other way now because it just makes more sense. It's quite muddy out. You'll see out here later on the other side, I've got a heap of tyres, huge stack of tyres I've got to sort through. This little cantilever shelving come out of the TAC, brand new. This was $35,000 just for the shelving here. Fucking phone's ringing. Got spark plugs actually, but anyway, I'll show you the. Sorry about that, I had to unload a truck. I had a truckload of packaging rock up. So you got down here, down there, all this. Down there. And then yeah, the bit I showed you up and around, obviously up there, that's where I walked before, and it comes back down there, goes in there, and goes up and around like that, and up and around like that. And then later on we're going to be working out this side, like 150 wheels or so out the back of the warehouse there in the storage yard. And I was out there the other day, someone asked me for some rims, and I was like, I should see what's out there, because I thought it was just all shit. But there's actually probably, I don't know, 10 to 15 grand's worth of good alloy spares. So I thought today, later on, I'm going to jump out there and sort through all the good tyres and wash them all, and then they can sit over the weekend and I'll picture them next week. But yeah, I've got to pack some orders now, and then I'm going to go to gym, and then I'll come back and I'll spend it today and tomorrow around here doing stuff. So hopefully the weather's actually holding out at the moment, so hopefully with any luck it does, because yeah, I've got to get this stuff done, and then I'll head over to gym and then come back, and then I'm good to go. But I'm pretty keen to get into ripping some trees down and tidying up this yard, because before the weather gets too hot, because otherwise you sort of forget about this stuff because it's winter, and then summer comes around and it's bloody 40 degrees and you're out there trying to chop trees down and stuff. So yeah, I don't want to be doing that. Alright, so I'm finally finished packing. Just got to pack my car. Start sorting out these tyres. I was going to start with the tree today, but I thought it's fairly easy to cut a tree down. You know, it's not great, but I can still cut a tree down in the wet, in the rain, if it rains tomorrow. or later today. Whereas these tyres, that's the reason I need to sort them out. You'll see when we get down there, it's a bit of a mud pit. like, stupid thing is I spent like 10 grand on rock down in that lower yard, but you know, just over the years, all the rain we get and stuff, it's a bit of a swampland. Like, well, we are in a what do they call it, a flood overlay. So yeah, the mud just washes in there, I guess, and it's just turned to shit. Yeah, so I want to get these walls sorted out and start sorting out that lower yard because it's a bit of a mess. And obviously, if I've got money sitting down there and good alloys, I want to sell them. So yeah, well, I'm just pack this car and then we'll get into it. Like I said, it's pretty shitty down here, but we'll go have a look. Yeah, look at all that. I had the bin here just for like general waste, because you know, living on a big property, always getting shit. I've had to move it up near the house because it's just too fucking wet down here. But this is like, this here is at least 100, probably close to 150 mil of crushed rock, and it's just all the mud's washed up through it, you know. Yeah, these are the tyres. I was looking at it the other day, like even something as simple as that. That's a Rexy, factory Rexy wheel. That's worth money. And I've got quite a few of them. I think there's a set here and there's another set over there. And you've got, I don't know, these are probably not worth a great deal of money, but I think there was some BMW wheels. That's a set of, those are stockies. They've got good tyres on them though, like someone might want that, you know. Mercedes spare wheel, Senator signature wheel, VZ. And you got some VE Calais wheels, some 22s over here. Can't remember what that's an Audi wheel, but it's pretty scratched up. Yeah. So you got wheels like this, like, so we generally used to throw them down here because it's handy to have. Used to actually, funnily enough, used to wreck the cars right here. So I had it, basically when I couldn't afford to have a shop and a hoist and that, I just had a couple tyres. I think I had 3 high on the pads, and I'd use the forklift to lift it onto the tyres, and that would be like my, hello cat. That would be like my hoist, you know, and then I'd get on the ground and pull the cars apart. I would have dismantled 150 cars like that here. And then so it probably goes all the way back there, but this yard in here, a little bit of walls. Look how bloody wet it is. You wouldn't even think this used to be all crushed rock. Like, you can see that there's crushed rock through there, but it's just, I think the plants grow up through it, and then the mud and dirt sort of settles in that. And I kind of just use this for storage. Like, it's handy to have. Imagine paying a commercial lease on just that. That's 24 meters by 12, and then I got a 6 by 8 shed there, and then I got my 40-foot shipping container, and then this yard, just this section bit that I've made for work, is probably 1,000 square meters. Yeah, so see to that tree there, straight across here to, well, like probably double the length of that bus. That was all full of cars, and that's all crushed rock, believe it or not. And yeah, and so I had all that full of cars, and then all of this was full of cars, and then that's where I used to pull the cars apart, and then I had like an awning and stuff out here. And then that's that door that I showed you before in the warehouse where my VL is straight in, because there used to be a hoist in the shed there, but you can only get it about half height, which is what I got sick of in the end, and decided I needed to just get my shit together and get a factory, which I had a factory. You wouldn't be able to see it, but directly behind those trees, you could throw a rock at it. Probably not. It's about 500 meters that way. I had a factory there. Yeah, I got all this leftover shit I was talking about in a vlog the other day. So you got like, this is my bench at work. This is the puller to straighten out the cars, and then these were used as shock testers. So you put the wheel of the car on each one of those, and it would bounce around, and then it'd scribe. You put a piece of paper on here and put that back, and that'd scribe on there and tell you whether the suspension was working. But yeah, I've got all these little bits and pieces, you know. Believe it or not, that's actually a good running engine with 160,000 Ks and a manual gearbox, but pulled it out one day, sat it there, and it's sat there for the last 3 years. But I was thinking, yeah, yeah, like I could utilize this shit here instead of sending it to scrap, and bring it over to the shop with me and build myself something with it, which yeah, I would love to tell you, but you're just gonna have to watch the vlogs and see. But I'm building something huge. Like I said, it's gonna go out front of my shop, and then yeah, like I said, it's gonna go out the front of my shop, and then once I've had it there for a bit, then I'll bring it back here and I'll have it out the front on the highway and have a sign on it there just to sort of advertise that I build sculptures and stuff. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get some gloves and then I'll start throwing some tyres on. Well, I've done it. It's my mission. Well, I haven't finished doing it yet, but all the mud and shit. It's the main thing I was worried about. Like, I don't want to be holding water along the warehouse, otherwise it's going to end up fucking the slab. Yeah, I found a fair few spiders and lots and lots of frogs. I found this stocky, how's that? We ripped that one apart, doesn't even have a lip on the rim anymore. I'm pretty sure we did that in the paddock, to be honest. Yeah, so that's all the shitty wheels that are real good for anything. They've all got, like, too many dents and scratches, or this is probably the worst one of them. Have a look at that. Good job. A lot of them have chunks missing out the inside because obviously being off cars that have been in crashes. The wheel that's inside that's been crashed is usually buggered. And then I noticed I got all this shit out here too. I forgot about. I think there's a Porsche brake upgrade and gearbox underneath that tarp. That's why there's tyres holding on. There's shitloads of Commodore bumpers and stuff. There's a BA XR6 or XR8 bumper as well. Porsche doors, Beetle doors, and that. But yeah, at least I sort of, you can get in here a bit better now. Once the weather dries out a bit, I'll put some more rock back in here and rock back around here and sort of create a bit of a path. A lot of this is going to end up going when I clean up that. When I build this sculpture, so I'll basically go through the yard and clean up everything I can and then create a neater stack. When you got land, you tend to just leave things, don't worry about it because it's not in your way, but unless you do something about it. I've always kind of been doing things. This isn't terrible, but it's not as good as I'd like it to be. Yeah, I just want to kind of get it under control. But yeah, here's the wheels that I found. So I've got a couple 22s. Got some BMW X5 wheels, some PDW rims. They kind of look like a Hustler Zane, to be honest, but they're PDW wheels. I've got some VE Calais wheel. Those are off a BMW E63 coupe. Got those ROH wheels. You got that. Got a few sets. I don't know what that's off, but it's just an alloy I can sell. There's a few WRX wheels. I think those are VP Nitro rims, but I could be wrong. Yeah, a couple more alloys. Got some HSV wheels here, just spares. VZ Calais wheels. Got some stockies. Another HSV wheel there. And yeah, so it wasn't as good as collection as I thought I was going to get. On Big C, but I think we've done all right. But yeah, so now I've just got to get all these wheels, and I'm going to stack them all in here, and then that way I can get to them a bit easier because they're a wash bay. You right, bro? A wash bay is there, so at least if I stack them all in neatly here, I can bring them out one by one or a couple at a time or whatever, and yeah, I'll get to washing them, but I won't be doing that today. Heading into the shop, I've got a customer dropping off a VE. I've got to fit a front left guard and mirror onto it. I'm not sure if he smashed it or someone smashed it into him or what's happened, but yeah, so I'm heading into the shop to do that. So we just had this VE come in behind me. He's unfortunately hit a kangaroo and Legs actually come off pretty good, to be honest. Hitting a kangaroo can really ruin your car. But yeah, so we're going to pull off the front guard and the mirror and install replacement items on there for him. Broken tree is just there. There's one of them. There's a couple more broken trees in there as well. I want to get in. I need to get in here and mow. So behind the fence, and then I want to uplift a few of these trees, just because when I mow along this fence line, it's a pain in the ass. Because these, especially this one here, are just hanging over so much. So yeah, we'll get those ones. Trim a few branches off that. And then this other tree's just down here. So yeah, I got this one. It's just, you know, it's obviously just rotted out, it's fallen over, and it was fully hanging over the fence over here and putting pressure on the wire. So this is all a brand new fence. I didn't want to fuck it. So I jumped over there with the mower the other day, and you can maybe see, but I snapped a branch that was hanging over and, you know, got it back over that side at least. But yeah, we need to get down here and chop it up. Yeah, it goes all the way down here. Yeah, got a little bit of a swamp going. Basically, when it rains, this all ends up underwater. So, it's not good for much, but yeah, that's all. Like all that turns into like a big lake. Yeah, I guess we'll go inside, and I'm going to grab a beer and grab the mower. And I'm not sure that I need my car. I was going to bring my car down as well, so I had my car for my tools and that. But I think I'll just chuck the Recipro in the back of the mower and yeah, head down and start chopping some stuff up. Probably start with that furthest one. But actually, first up, I want to do this gate. So yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about. We'll do this gate and then I'll come down here and start chopping some trees. So I've got these washers. They're real thick. They're probably 8mm thick. What my plan is to lift the gate up, and I'm assuming I should be able to insert it underneath that, or I can put it between this and the metal bit that's underneath that. So yeah, I'll shut the gate. I'm going to use the forklift to lift it up, and then that way I can just hopefully place that in spot, and then it'll just stop it from, see how it's gouging into the ground. I just fucking hate that. It just shits me. Like I should have done it a bit better anyway. I've already adjusted the shit out of it, but yeah, anyway. See how wet it's been. Fucking forklifts sinking into the bloody ground, even after it's all been packed. But we don't drive on this bit very much, you see, that's the problem. Right, so that's tapered into here, but yeah, that does come off, so I can slide these fuckers underneath here like that, and then put this onto there, and then I'll lift that gate back onto that, and that should be sweet as. Gate should be about, you know, 18mm or so higher, 16 to 18mm higher, and then should stop it hitting on the ground. Alright, let's see. Bloody good. This little rig is completely out of fuel because I was doing mowing the other night, and like literally was conking out as I drove in here, so I'm gonna get some jerry can for it and fill it up. So that's a day in the life of Remi. Obviously that's not what I do on a daily basis every single day. You know, I'm not always down in the yard or doing call outs. Like, I'm generally not at the shop on Fridays. But unfortunately that guy was a bit concerned that he might have damaged something more in his car from that crash, so I wanted to get it checked out and then get it repaired, and yeah, it's a quick cashy for me, so I was pretty happy about it. But yeah, you know, when I'm not at the shop or not working on my parts business, I do have a home maintenance business as well, so I'm always on call outs, you know, going out and fixing other things for people. So yeah, I'm always doing things, but yeah, that's a pretty standard day for me as far as what I have to do. So yeah, I hope it gives you guys a bit of an insight of what I'm up to, and that you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.